Hi, so I'm making this short video to share some thoughts on the topic of sacred sexuality. It's a really significant topic for tons of us at the moment, and I'm sure you too if you're watching this. And I just want to share that I'm making this video in the place that I first made a video and shared. And I've got birds behind me and the plants that I planted, herbs and flowers. So the topic of sacred sexuality, I want to share the significance of when we start to practice more consciously, and how that begins to change the dynamics of your whole life, how it's rooted at the epicenter and the core of your life, and essentially our driving power, our driving force is connected to obviously first our feet on the ground. And when you think about when you're sitting on the ground, your coccyx touch the floor, that's where your body, like your functional organs, part of your body, your whole center is grounded. So when we connect grounded to the ground, we're starting with the base part of us. And sexuality starts there, because this is where the organs are that we use for sacred union. So being grounded and being human is intimately connected to our sexuality and to our practice of that, or to our experience and use of that energy. So what I really wanted to share briefly is that if we don't know how to use this energy, and if we don't know how to connect and work with a partner, or if you're not with a partner, then how to use and work and meditate with and pray with that energy, then we are not harnessing our true life source, our true force of life, which comes from our divine origins and emanates through us, as I believe the Holy Spirit does. Hence, the problem with a lot of the misunderstandings through porn, through media, through ancestral inherited stuff through our families, is that we believe in such a shadow aspect of sexuality, or we numb it down, that we have disconnected ourselves completely from our security, so that we can't connect, let alone ourselves, let alone anyone else. The problem here is that we're not using our potential. And in yoga, this chakra where sexual energy is focused is all about creativity. So the intimate connection here between our creative power to actually manifest our life so that we can live sovereignly and live abundantly is linked to how flowing our sexual energy is. Whether or not you're actually having sex is irrelevant. So when we start to venture into these domains of ourselves, these halls of our bodies, then we start to unlock and connect with very real things. And there is obviously so much out there, content, and so much that I would personally want to say, but just wanted to just check in and share this, because it's such a real experience and it's such a profound reality that when you can hook in and make space, even 5-10 minutes, to meditate and connect with yourself, then consciously connecting with your body, so you can just focus on that. You can use things like yoni eggs if you're a woman, but working through these boundaries, these inner boundaries of ourselves, we will start to connect with something that will radically change our lives. And I'm experiencing that, like, every time I do this, incrementally, I have profound, huge experiences, and perhaps we'll share more in the future. But I'd just like to share that it is so significant, that you could just devote your whole life to this. And it's so misunderstood. So it's really worth, if you're watching this and feel drawn to it, to go out there and have a research, have a read, have an experiment, because there's something that's been very hidden, and that we've hidden from ourselves and we're ashamed of. The fact that we even talk about it now is amazing. Before we would never have talked so openly about this. Streaming water flowing down our house. Flowing, streams of abundance flowing. This is essentially what it is. It's the streams of abundance and sovereignty. And that is the key. And that is perhaps why it's been so hidden, is because our inner power is waiting for us to be found. And when we do that, we don't know what that looks like yet. Because everything changes. Society, the world changes when we start to really live in our true power. So it's a journey of love, journey of service, and a journey of abundance. And I'll leave you here from this moment in my garden, and blessings to all.